and welcome to FG Rides, coming from beautiful Pennsylvania, USA. This morning, not long before I left, I was in the office at home, and my friend Alan called. I was talking to him. My wife walked by the door, the open office door. She said, "Who are you talking to?" I said, "I'm talking to Alan. Who else would I be talking to? Yeah, I don't have any friends, really. None that I talk to." So I finished up with Alan. We went out to the kitchen, had my riding pants on, went out to the kitchen to get ice and water for my bottle that I bring. My daughter, George Jr., says, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going for a ride." Oh yeah, okay. These females, they have to be up in my business all the time. I don't think it's anything, I don't think they can help themselves. We got a female cat, Phyllis. She's the same way. That battle axe cannot let me alone. She wants to know what I'm doing all the time. She is a pain in the neck. And my wife has some creepy mind meld with this cat, too. Speaking of my wife, I wanted to talk about this. A couple of weeks ago, we, as a family, went down to Gettysburg. My wife needed to go for her job. She writes tours for a company called Shaka Guide, and they have those cards that are in like card racks, that you might see for touristy things at motels or diners, whatever. We went down to replenish them, and while we were there, we took the tour of the battlefields that she wrote for Gettysburg, because I have never gotten to take one of the tours she wrote. They're far-flung, South Dakota. She goes out there and does all the, whatever, running around, seeing this and that, Mount Rushmore, Grand Canyon, I think she did. Anyway, doesn't matter. Gettysburg is the closest, never done it, so I don't really know what she does all day. I said that in the video a couple of months ago, and I think she was a little offended. I was like, what the hell did she do all day? I mean, I know she works, but I don't know the nature of it. I just see her at that desk pulling her hair out. So we took this tour, and it's the type of thing where Shaka Guide is an app, and you can download the individual tours, and it uses your phone and GPS to guide you around, giving historical facts, telling stories, that type of thing. This was eye-opening, to say the least. I didn't know what to expect. It was... I was so impressed and deeply moved by this tour. Some of the descriptions of the battles, etc. And I've always thought battles must be the hardest thing to write about, to describe in an interesting way and still produce a vision. Some of this tour was completely immersive. I was just shocked by it. The amount of history and details, she doesn't get too far in the weeds, too deep in the weeds, let's say, so that it becomes minutia and, your eyes glaze over. It's always interesting. Not one uninteresting thing in that tour. And it was written so well. Of course, the narrator, she narrates it a little bit. She has a preamble, and She does the credits for the tour afterwards. I have to say, when look, it's making me messed up now, even a little bit. My eyes. When we got to the end, I mean, it clutched at me. It was so. I mean, I was very close to tears. I held them back, to pretend like I'm a real man. I mean, they should know by now that I'm not, but still, I'm keeping up appearances. I held them back at the end. But yeah, I was very close to crying. I'm close to crying now. You can hear the shakiness in my voice maybe a little bit. There were things you might hear about or names you recognize of places, but it's all kind of foggy. At least it is for me, or it was. Little Round Top or the Devil's Den. That Devil's Den, oh, that was so neat. And it's odd where it is and what it is. And the road that goes through it is, I think it's called Sickles Avenue. I was thinking this should be Motorcycles Avenue, because this tour, as good as it was in the car, and you can, get out at various places and see the markers, get a better idea of what the story is. Oh, so good. But I thought I would love to take this on my motorcycle. Move, kitty cat. I can't imagine a better tour for a motorcycle. If you're within striking distance of Gettysburg, or you will be, especially on a motorcycle, but it's good in a car with the whole family too. I mean, that's how we did it. Don't hesitate to take this tour. Even if you're not a history buff, it's just fantastic. At the end, there I go. I'm talking about the end again. I'm getting choked up a little bit. I applauded. I mean, she was sitting right next to me. I applauded. I was so proud of her. I'd like to take some of her other tours. I don't know whether they could be as emotionally effective. They might be. I don't know. But yeah, very proud. And I don't get any. This isn't some kind of promotion. I don't get any money for it. Jessica, my wife Jessica, doesn't get any money for it. She's a salaried employee. It's not like there's a commission here. I will let links in the description to Shaka Guide and the Gettysburg tour if you're interested. I keep hearing fireworks on this 4th of July. Even out here in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania. The locals can't wait for the evening. They're setting them off during the daytime. I love it. Redneck fun. 2023 Royal Enfield Classic 350 in Halcyon Gray. Halcyon Green, not Halcyon Gray. Just taking a few minutes to let it cool down. It didn't overheat, but I always worry about air-cooled engines in heat like this. And we were also in parade traffic not long ago, several miles of it. I wasn't in the parade, but I sure felt like it. Parade and carnival combined, like my personal hell. The bike's about the same since the last time I did a walk around. I have the standard seat back on it. I had the touring seat, I think, the last time. And the bar and mirrors. I got bar and mirrors on it again. Not the black ones, but chrome ones because I thought they might be okay. Thought they might suit the bike a little better. Didn't like the way it looked with the black ones on. Get over there, Pocket. These, they say Royal Enfield, but they are not genuine Royal Enfield items. They're from India. They ended up costing me $15. I wouldn't have them if they were more expensive, because I get the feeling the chrome's going to start coming off in like 2 weeks, something like that. They were defective mirrors. I don't know whether you can see that, but there's no bolt in there to tighten them up, screw. Well, there's half of it down there. I had to fettle, yeah, I had to fettle them to get them to mount and stay tight. But so far, so good. And they actually offer a very clear view. Very nice. Don't seem to vibrate. So for $15 mirrors, can't complain. Otherwise, bike is running great, as usual. See how many miles we have. 2,475.6. I just filled it up. I got 81 point something miles per gallon on this tank. More traffic than there should be on this road. Like, it goes from nowhere to nowhere. Anyway, there you have it. My beautiful, beloved Royal Enfield. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.